Above Nation, what's going on? We're here for part two of my Nikai Hill Green film room. I'm expecting him to be a starter at inside linebacker for the Buffs. And if you haven't seen part one, please be sure to check it out. This was a very important game for Nikai, not only because it was against SMU, who ended up going undefeated in the conference. Now they're in the ACC. Very good team. Very good team. But this was also the game that kind of propelled him from being a part-time rotational linebacker to then being that starting linebacker for the middle or for the rest of the season. So let's go ahead and run these plays. I got 4 plays for you guys. We'll start with this first one showing his run support ability. You see Nikai right here in the middle. Come on now. Trying to make this line thicker. Right there in the middle. Let's go ahead and run this play. And we saw a couple plays like this earlier, where in part one, where he is hitting that initial block and getting off that block pretty quickly to then be the guy to initiate bringing the ball carrier down. Very important. You know, that was something that we struggled at in certain times in games last year, was just getting our linebackers or having our linebackers getting off those initial blocks. He shows the ability to do that right here. So let's take a look at it from this angle. Again, I feel like we're going to see fronts very similar to how Charlotte was running things, where you're going to have your 4 linemen down here, and then you're going to have your linebackers responsible over here for helping in run support as well. So yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and run this again. I'll get rid of all this. You see they pull that lineman 59 or 58, that right tackle. And you see Nikai is the one that initiates contact there against 59, allows him to get off that block and plug that. I think that was the A gap. Plug that A gap, bring down number 4. Solid stuff. Love to see that. Now let's see how he moves from sideline to sideline in open space, right? You know, he's 232 pounds, but moves well. He's got some nice speed, as we saw in part one. That's why he's able to play pass coverage situations. We'll go ahead and run this. I believe Nikai's right here. And he's going to pursue to the bottom of the screen, if I remember this play correctly. Yeah, work on a little screenplay, and you can see he works himself into the play very, very quickly here. Good recognition, instinct. You know, he keeps his eyes on the quarterback. He understands with where his arms going, where his feet are going, where the ball is going. You can see as he's throwing, as Preston Stone's throwing, he's already making a break on the play, which you like to see. And again, sometimes I felt like we lacked the speed sometimes at linebacker to see a player like this in the play for the Buffs. And he comes up here. This is SMU really just trying to play the numbers game, because ideally how they have this play structured is that they have 2 guys to block 2 defenders from Charlotte. And really it's just the linebacker against, or it's just the running back against somebody like Nikai Hill Green. You can see, you count this. Oh, we got 1, 2, and they got 1, 2, ideally 3 players over here. So, you know, you read that as like, hey, we got the numbers advantage. And this is a nice play. Or my bad. It goes to the wide receiver, not the running back. The running back helps in the blocking. But playing the numbers game, this is stuff that I like to see CU doing as well, and I think that this is a good play call. It's just executed better from Charlotte's standpoint over here. Now, Charlotte did go to lose the game by 18, so SMU was executing a lot better overall. But this is a play where um, it doesn't look like Charlotte should be able to make a stop, and it's really just a one-on-one game between Nikai Hill-Green and this slot receiver that received this little screen pass. Ford does a great job of getting off his block as well, and Nikai is just right there to help bring down this receiver. Again, I just feel like he moves very fluidly. Real athletic linebacker. Let's check out this pressure from 16-15 or 26-15. And I believe Nikai is going to be this linebacker lined up here in the middle. And this was a nice blitz. So you can put him in pass coverage. You can have him in the open field. You can rely on him to help in run support. And you can also blitz him up the middle. There really isn't anything you can't do with him. Pretty versatile linebacker. So see, it's a little bit of a delayed blitz. He kind of takes a couple stutter steps, allows those linemen, those offensive linemen, to get locked on the Charlotte's defensive lineman, and then he's just there. Let's run this in full speed. Oh, and there's pass interference on the play. So that's why he wasn't credited in the stat line with a pressure. But you can see it here. Again, shows good instinct, not just running immediately, but shows needed patience, allowing everything in front of him to get set up well so that he can have a clear run at Preston Stone. I really like that. Okay, and now for one last one, let's check this out. One more nice run stop. This is what we need a lot of help with this year, and I think he's going to give it to us. If I can find the right timestamp. One more run stop. You'll see Nikai right here. And if you guys know a spotlight tool, I need to find a spotlight mouse. So you can see moves out to cover 31, that running back. And you can see they have an even amount matchup here with the extra, or rather the tight end here should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 on 6. They'll take that all day. And Nikai meets 31 right in the hole, right at the point of attack where it should be, and makes a really nice run stop here on an advantageous look for the SMU Mustangs offense. When you can get a hat on a hat, so to speak, that's, you'll take that all day. But Nikai beats his guy 71. See, he reads this really well. Again, shows some patience, stutter steps a little bit, navigates through, and meets him right in the hole. Sticks with it. Really solid run support right there from Nikai Hill-Green. So overall, guys, I mean, I'm pumped. I'm pumped to have him here. I believe he had other big time offers, some other SEC schools, if I remember correctly. And thrilled that he chose to come play for us and the Buffs. Like I said at the end of part one, if CU's taking that step up defensively, I think that we're all hoping, and with the win-loss record, it would not surprise me if Nikai Hill-Green and Levante Bentley are two of our top tacklers, total tacklers on the team, and we see them get some sort of level of all conference recognition if that's the case. We'll just have to see. But I think we're in a much better standpoint right now with the linebacker room. And a lot of that has to do with the athlete and the mind that we have with Nikai Hill Green coming over here from Charlotte/Michigan. So y'all let me know your thoughts on him in the comments. I got some more film rooms coming this week. Should be fun. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hit like and subscribe if you were somewhat entertained. And as always, y'all, let's go Buffs.